shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You talk about this Washington defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
Levis looking to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Commanders making their way out.
And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stein.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead.
So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
But you look at this defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Off play action. Stein.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Rodgers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Another carry now for Rodgers. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Ben Mason.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week.
13 carries, 72 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's got room. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, Packers.
Here's Levis.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
This is caught.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Davis is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Davis again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line, they stop him short.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here is Washington now to take over.
Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On first down, Stein eluding the pressure right. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32. 32-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Levis to throw it. Finds his receiver, Watson.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the... This is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Fair catch, going to be Tate. Moved out to the 25. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want to Tyler Boyd. He's going to go. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stein. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Leonard Williams able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Stein. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stein. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Sly on for the Commanders field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Levis back to throw. He'll drop this off for Davis.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down, here's Levis. Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
And Levis going back to the air.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Coverage is passing lanes, forcing the incompletion, and bringing up fourth down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Well, bootleg here, Levis.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Stein. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now a timeout. Seconds left in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure. To him again. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back.
Settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
To throw on 3rd down. Stein looking left side and has got a man. That's Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Stein. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
On the ground, Rodgers looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 3rd and 6. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This will be a 34-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. After the penalty, it's Davis. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Levis. A short throw to Musgrave.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away.
On the return, it's Rodgers. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
Tyler Boyd, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not.
There he goes, right side.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Packers.
Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such...
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 8.
Off the play fake. Stein. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Lucas Van Ness able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 28. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Stein. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Operating from the gun, Stein. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Levis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Levis on 3rd and 1. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
1st and 10. Here's Levis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Packers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Levis from the gun.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rodgers, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Sit down. Sit down.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Those are